Hello everyone, got 3 dirty jokes for you today. So a man was feeling unsatisfied with the size of his intimate parts and decided to visit a doctor. He wanted to know if there was any way to enlarge it. After evaluating the man's condition, the doctor told him that there was a new procedure available that involved replacing his manhood with the trunk of a baby elephant. The man, filled with excitement, agreed to the procedure and underwent the operation. Several weeks later, after the incision had fully healed, he went on a date with a woman. As they were seated at a restaurant, the man's new elephant trunk suddenly reached up from under the table, grabbed a bread roll, and disappeared back under the table with it. The man was mortified by the sudden display, but his date was completely in awe. "That's amazing," she exclaimed. "Can you do that again?" The man, still embarrassed, replied, "I'd love to, but I don't think I can fit another bread roll up there." So a man who just died is delivered to a local mortuary, wearing an expensive, expertly tailored black suit. The female blonde mortician asks the deceased's wife how she would like the body dressed. She points out that the man looks good in the black suit he is already wearing. The widow, however, says that she always thought her husband looked his best in blue and that she wants him in a blue suit. She gives the blonde mortician a blank check and says, "I don't care what it costs, but have my husband in a blue suit for the viewing." The woman returns the next day for the wake. To her delight, she finds her husband dressed in a gorgeous blue suit with a subtle chalk stripe. The suit fits him perfectly. She says to the mortician, "Whatever this cost, I'm very satisfied. You did an excellent job, and I'm very grateful. How much did you spend?" To her astonishment, the blonde mortician presents her with the blank check. "There's no charge," she says. "No, really? I must compensate you for the cost of that exquisite blue suit," she says. "Honestly," the blonde says, "it costs nothing. You see, a deceased gentleman of about your husband's size was brought in shortly after you left yesterday, and he was wearing an attractive blue suit. I asked his wife if she minded him going to his grave wearing a black suit instead, and she said it made no difference as long as he looked nice. So I just switched the heads." So a man walks into a bar with a confident air and approaches the bartender. He has a bet in mind and propositions the bartender with a wager of $50. The man claims that he can lick his own knot. The bartender, intrigued by the challenge, agrees to the bet. Without hesitation, the man pops out his glass eye and proceeds to take a bite out of it. The bartender, shocked by what he has just witnessed, reluctantly hands over the $50 to the man. Not satisfied with his winnings, the man then bets the bartender $500 that he can bite his other eye as well. The bartender agrees, believing that the man must not be blind. To the bartender's surprise, the man then removes his dentures and lightly chomps on his other eye. Furious but bound by their agreement, the bartender hands over the money. The man then orders a beer and walks away. A few moments later, the man walks back up to the bar and proposes a new bet. He offers to bet the bartender $1,000 that he can piss directly into a shot glass while running, with 2 attempts. The bartender, confident that this is an impossible feat, agrees to the bet. On the first attempt, the man misses the shot glass entirely and his urine sprays all over the bar. The bartender is smug, believing that he has won the bet. On the second attempt, however, the man once again misses the glass and his urine sprays everywhere. The bartender jumps up and down in excitement, claiming his winnings. Just then, another man in the corner of the bar lets out a loud fuck. The bartender turns to him and asks what the problem is. The man explains that the first man had bet him $10,000 that he could piss all over the bar and that the bartender would be happy about.